Alright, what's good, y'all boys? I'm finna show y'all how to remove a transmission real quick. I've done this shit like 5 times already, so I'm finna show y'all how to do it real fast. Make sure your battery is unplugged, and you're gonna have to remove this shit, this for the shift knob to come out. So if you got a aftermarket one, you can just screw it off. If not, you're gonna have to do some extra stuff, but you're gonna have to know how to do that. And then this shit just pops right out, and then it does have a cable that is connected to it that you do have to disconnect. All you gotta do is just unclip it right here. Boom, 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 boom. And you got this padding, remove that. And honestly, this is the most stupidest fucking design ever, because if you can see, like, you can't even see the bolts if you look straight down. So you kind of gotta look sideways. And there's a bolt right there and a bolt right there. And then they got one there, and then look, oh, can't see shit, right? But there's definitely a bolt right there, but you just can't see it, right? So you gotta pop this bitch down, pop that shit down, and now you can see it, which you really can't see it, but you can get a little bit better access to it. This is probably like one of the most difficult parts, just because you can't, like, unless you have the right tools to do it, then you're gonna be okay. But if you just have like a normal socket, you're gonna have trouble. You can see that I already stripped it a little bit because that shit is hard to get to. These couple bolts are really easy to get to. If you just have a longer socket, you can go straight down with it. This one's a little bit harder. You're probably gonna need just one of these crescent ones, just because it's a lot easier to get to, like that. These back ones, you're definitely gonna need this. I don't know if maybe you guys have a smaller one to reach back here, but at the angle of it, it's not gonna go in unless, I don't know how. So best thing you can use is just one of these, just to get in that bitch like that. And then you can move your gearbox or gears in, just to move it around so you get better access. So just move it like that. Boom, boom. And then this one is really hard to get to. You want to put your, put it in first gear probably. And you want to go all the way over, and you get a pretty good grip right there. And you're able to move it. But I'm gonna do this real quick, and I'm gonna tell you what to do next. After you get these out, it's really hard to get those out. Just heads up. But I got them out finally. I'm gonna put them in the cup holder just so I don't lose them for right now. And you wanna be careful with this cord right here. Try and like maybe pull it out and put it around just a little bit. And then you wanna pull up on this side, and then just kind of wiggle it. And then you got this metal piece that goes around. You can just set it to the side. Also a rubber piece. And now you got the bottom of the trans. An update on the water situation. I talked to some people, and they said that back on the firewall here, really hard to see. I don't even know. I don't think I can even get a picture or a video of it. But back there on the firewall there, a plastic piece goes there. And the plastic piece is a piece of shit, really. I never thought a condom would work for fucking, I don't even know, bro. But anyways, this shit, I got this one, a junk one, just because it has this thing around it. But he said get silicone glue, put it around here and jam it on there, and then run water down it. So once you run water down it and see if it leaks, if it's still leaking, then I don't know what to tell you, but I'll show you something you could do if you want. You could put a adapter right here and connect another hose to it, and then run it down, all the way down, all the way down to here, right here, and you should be able to shove it down there, and it should run water through. Just make sure it doesn't get pinched. I don't know if you can tell, but of course, fucking raining outside, bro. Oh my god, it's whatever, bro. It's not like I'm gonna fucking melt or anything. But so first thing you want to do is get down here, and you're gonna need to remove a whole bunch of stuff up there, but we're gonna do that after. First things first, you're gonna have to remove this and this. Pretty sure it's a 13 mil or a 14 mil. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's a 14 mil. And you want to make sure you have a towel to plug that right there. You're gonna need a 17 mil and a 11 by 16 wrench, because it's really hard to get back there with the regular one. So we're gonna get this done, even though it's fucking raining outside. Literally fucking pouring. I'm about to go out. Fuck this. Once you turn your drive shaft, you should have enough room to be able to get ahead, put your 17 mil on and your wrench on the back of it, and just go ahead and loosen them both up. So you're gonna be able to get 2 of them off with the 17 mil, and then the other 2 are too far up. So what you're gonna do is take your e-brake off and just turn your wheels. So I'm gonna go do that now. And then you should be able to reach those bolts once your drive shaft is pointed downwards of opposite direction. Once you go ahead and remove those bolts, it's gonna be really loose, so be careful of it swinging down and hitting you. But it's still hold up by this right here. So 14 mil, both sides. And if you have any problems, you can always take out your exhaust if you want, but I'm not going to, just because I don't want to, and I've done it before without it. So just go ahead and remove this. Make sure you have a towel or something to catch oil. Just stuff a towel or a shirt in there and nothing will come out. Best thing just to tell you to do. Easy, simple as that. Just stuff something in there, nothing will come out. You don't have to be quick with it. It won't pour out unless you're on a deep incline, which you shouldn't be on an incline with your jacks. But as long as it's not sideways, it's not gonna dump out. So once you pull it out, it's not gonna like squirt all over you. You should be able to just put a rag in and stop it. I got the drive shaft all removed, this towel in that bitch. This is the transmission brace, so don't loosen that up yet. That's gonna be probably one of the last things you're gonna do. We're gonna work our way up here. I'm gonna have to cut these zip ties off, undo all the connections here. There's a couple connections over on the other side here. And then there's a skid plate. Not the skid plate, the aluminum skid plate, but this one right here you're gonna have to remove to get to the other side of the transmission side bolt. All you're gonna have to do is remove, there's 2 nuts here, 2 nuts on that side, a nut up there, 1 nut up there, and then there's a bolt and a bolt. And then I believe the nuts are 14 mil. And then I believe this one is a 17 mil. So yeah, they kind of all go together. you're gonna want to unplug most of these cables, O2 sensors, to stuff them up above the catch just so they don't get caught on the trans whenever you're lowering it down or whatever. Yeah, I just put the other one over there. I'm gonna have to go grab some snippets and just cut the zip ties I put up here. And then this is a 14 mil right here. And then you also have a little harness up there, with they're just 10 mils. And then to the main clutch part are all these big bolts all around. So we're gonna get to those very soon. All over there. Alright, once y'all done removing the harnesses and all the wires and stuff, y'all can move up to the front and start moving. It's a 17 mil, 17 mil, 14 mils. Just be really careful dropping it down because it's gonna fall. So, but yeah, just make sure you get all the bolts because there are 2 back there, 2 back there, right there. All right, once you remove the aluminum shroud from right here, you're gonna have access to 1, 2. I don't know if you can see, it's really hard. Right there, and then there's another one right there. We're all 14 mils, and you're gonna want to use. The best thing to use is just one of these. It goes right up in there, just like that. No adjustment, no swivel tool on it. Alright, once y'all get these 4 bolts out, the last 14 mil bolt you actually got 2 of them right here. They're your starter bolts. You got 1 right here, and then you got 1 up there. Those are just 14 ones. The rest of these are 17 mils. So after that, just grab a 17 mil. Alright, so with the 17 mil bolts, you got 2 of them on each side right here. And then you also have 1 up there. And then you also have 1 all the way up here. You got 1 right there, and you have 1 on the other side of it. So you have 1, 2 on this side, 2 on this side right here. And then you got that one. And then you also have the very one on top. Don't forget about that one. And you also see your bleeder hose right here. So you want to make sure you disconnect before you drop it. Alright, I got all those bolts out, and I got my jack stand under here just when I drop the trans after. I removed these 2 bolts right here. I should be good. Everything is disconnected, but it is getting very dark outside, so I can't see shit. Even with the light on, I cannot see anything, really. Hardly anything. So I'm gonna finish up tomorrow morning.